So, Christian Norgaard signs on the dotted line for the Arsenal SC. Beautiful. Let's talk about it, shall we? Christian Norgaard, he's one of our own. I never thought I'd sing that. Arsenal have completed the signing of Christian Norgaard from Brentford. The price for the 31-year-old midfielder is 10 million plus 2 million bonuses. Hello.
Hi, babe. Why do we have 2 fridges?
You know we need a new microwave.
Yeah.
Well, I was having a look at microwaves.
And you bought a fridge.
Incredible. Christian Norgaard is good for a yellow, good for 2 tackles. It's a bit worrying being an Arsenal player because you're not going to get away with that round here, mate. You're not going to get away with that round here, mate. I was really looking forward to doing this video, but David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano have ruined it for me. Arsenal have submitted initial bid for Noni Madueke, around £50 million package. No, and no. Chelsea want more than £50 million. Absolutely fucking not. Good relationship between clubs as talks continue. Madueke has agreed terms on a 5-year deal with Arsenal. Am I supposed to believe that Andrea Berta has just landed, come all the way from Spain, and the first thing he's done is throw £50 million at Chelsea for Madueke? Andrea Berta, you're on fucking fraud watch, mate. 3 lists. Exits, incomings, and maybes. Jorginho has gone to Flamengo. Not sure there's much money, if any, involved there at all. Tierney off to Celtic, of course. Tomiyasu's contract we've cancelled. Partey, we don't really want to talk about that. Marquinhos, there is an undisclosed fee. I'm going to call it £1 million. Yeah. Tavares, that's 4.3 apparently. So we're going to call that 4. Let's call it about £5 million altogether. £5 million back in the bank, which will pay for Kepa. Last week when I saw him, he said he had a fridge. Yeah, he was making a funny noise and he wasn't sure it was working, but he wanted to get rid of it basically. He said it was fine and, you know, could just do with a new home because he's got another one now.
So you bought a busted second-hand fridge.
Yeah, but it was a good deal. It was a good deal.
But we didn't really even need a second fridge.
No, we sort of do. And like I said, I only paid $5.50 for it, so...
You said $3.50.
No, I said he paid $3.50. I paid him $5.50.
What?
We'll think about that later. Right. Obviously, we're looking to do more business with Chelsea, but we'll get to that in the maybes in a second. Kepa Arrizabalaga in for 5 mil. Norgaard in for £11 million. And Zubimendi for 67 million pounds altogether on the incomings, and about £5 million back, so we're £62 in the red. The hole that we're about to be in for, let's call it Gyokeres first. Let's say Gyokeres for 75. I think that's fair price. Madueke 55, bumpage, but I think that's what has been reported. And Eze for 65. So in the maybes column, obviously we're linked with Gyokeres. It's going to cost you a pricey 75.
Victor Yok, bang! Manchester United, first game of the season. Bang, 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 bang!
Zubimendi is the focus of the day, obviously, but Victor Yok. Is it Gyok or Yok? I'm going for full Yok, but I'm presuming it's Gyok. Oh, I'm actually getting excited. Andrea Berta doing the big deals. What a day, what a day, what a day. We might actually be signing a bloody striker, lads. We'll have to say hello to your new fridge.
What are we going to do about the microwave?
We need a new one, don't we?
Yeah, well, okay.
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Get a microwave?
Yeah, at some stage, maybe not. Who knows? If I find a good deal, market opportunity, then I'll make a move. But
I mean, surely there's many microwaves.
Just, finding the right one. There's other ways of cooking, to be honest. Madueke's price has been reported as 55. Incredible scenes of unglorious bastardisation. I just don't understand this. It's absolutely baffling. And I don't really care whether you've been here 2 minutes or 20 years. These are not market opportunities. Yeah? This is commonly known as getting bumped. Sick of it, getting linked with these dead duds. Fuck's sake, link me with some ballers. They don't recognise ballers. That's the problem. You've been out of the fucking transfer market for so long, signing fucking rugby players. You don't even recognise a baller anymore. And you would think that most of the war chest really should be being prioritised for players who are going to start for Arsenal Football Club. Well, I've got fucking news for you. He is going to be starting for Arsenal Football Club. That's why he's costing £50 million. We rate him that highly. Get your Madueke hats on, yeah? Get your fucking bandanas on. I've done it early. I've gone big early, yeah? Madukes, bang. Yeah, what are you saying? Madukes. I've gone half Cucurella because we're going to sign him next year. If he is just back up to Saka, he's necessary, you know. And it's a shame about the price. But I guess how I judge this transfer window will depend largely on the other deals, because we still are waiting for the serious business that we were expecting them to do. I'm obviously losing the plot because I was told that we should get excited. We've got ourselves a top-class striker who's scored more goals than anyone in Europe. Anywhere in the world, I think. He should have the fucking... Why has he not got the golden boot? Incredible. Look at these goals he's scoring, mate. Wow. People are saying he's shit and he's playing at a shit level. I don't care. I actually don't care. I don't care. We've got a striker. We've got a guy who's hungry and he's given up quite a lot, apparently, to chase his dream. Subimendi will help us control the tempo, and Gyokeres gets us the goals. Very excited about this, lads. How are you feeling? Which one would you have preferred, Šeško or Gyokeres? I'm seeing some people who seem unhappy, and obviously rival fans are going to rubbish this and try and make it out to be nothing, but this is a big deal. A lot of penalties, a lot of goals against second-rate teams. But good physical attributes, good finisher, not scared to shoot, scores goals. And my friends, these are the requirements. It's not a long list. Strength in midfield is going to be unreal. Declan Rice, Zubimendi, Odegaard. These guys are all potential captains of their country. Add Mikel Merino in. You've got Ranieri coming at the... Lewis Skelly if you need. Dalman coming through. We're a serious team. Alexa, define unserious. I've got an exclusive tweet here from Fabrizio Romano. It says Arsenal have submitted initial bid for Noni Madueke, around £50 million of the Queen's finest Raheem Sterling. Package, add-ons included. Chelsea want more. That bid has been rejected. Chelsea want more than £50 million. Good relationship between the clubs. Why? What purpose does this serve apart from to fucking clean up their goods and pay their bills? Sorry, but wow. Just incredible. Wow. What am I reading? Let me see fucking Ornstein. Eze is the one that we're being linked to potentially next, or at least they're stepping up talks, moving in. We're considering moving in and planning some talks. Like, how's that moving in? Planning talks. Planning talks is like sending an email. So 262 in total. Obviously other people have been talking about Rodrigo. That is a possibility, of course. How likely, I don't know. Let's just add him to the list anyway and see what that does to the numbers. His current market value is around 90 million euros, so that's around £77 million. Another £77 million added to the 195. Let's put him in brackets. Big, bold brackets. So if we add on the 77 from Rodrigo, you get 272. Really, 339 is your checkout total if you add a Rodrigo. And at that stage, you've got to sell someone quite valuable. Probably like a Martinelli, let's say. A Zinchenko, you could probably add to that. Maybe we need a maybe exits list as well. This can be adjusted though. It really is some kind of experiment. We've paid 115 to 20 million pounds, 135 million euros on Kai Havertz and Noni Madueke. No offence, but someone needs to be fired. That's a fucking sackable offence. That is despicably deplorable. That is unforgivable. Club's now in talks after 23-year-old agreed personal terms on a proposed 5-year contract. No deal yet, but England international prioritising Arsenal above either. days. Gonna tip me over the edge. Fucking hell. We should probably touch on Norgaard as well. What he brings. You know, he's big. He's good in the challenge. He runs a lot. He's quite good at set pieces as well. Good in the air. Long balls over the top seems to be a speciality, so there's that. And yeah, I think he's actually going to play minutes. I mean, we'll see what the midfield ends up being like, but people are always injured, people are always out, and there's a lot of competitions for him to get involved in. So I can see Norgaard for £11 million actually being quite a good deal. Zubimendi needs to be playing every game of significance for this club for the next 4 years. Maybe free up Rice a bit, help out Rice. You know, good in the challenge again, so I'm excited to see what that brings. He's a Spanish international, for crying out loud. How wrong can that go? Jorginho, Tierney, Tomiyasu's a sad loss, but it's a shame. Partey, Marquinhos, Tavares, none of those really we miss. Apart from maybe Tavares, I think he could have got a bit more value there. 4 mil was a bit of a joke. Over in the maybes corner, I think we're dreaming with Rodrigo, if I'm honest. Eze, that needs to get done ASAP to make this look even nearly sensible. How they're being valued that close together, I don't know. And hopefully we're not doing ourselves a disservice by offering so much money up front for Madueke, because Eze is worth a lot more than 10 million more than Madueke, that's for sure. Gyokeres, get it done. Crying out loud, just do my head in. Truth be told, I'm just struggling to understand this one. This isn't backup. Let me just break this down for you, and new to this. £50 million marquee. They scouted Noni Madueke, yeah? And they were going to pay £90 million for him. £90 million. The talent ID is a bit skew whiff with this lot. Sorry. He's just back up, relax. Everybody chill out. It's just fucking back up. £50 million. He's going to replace someone like Trossard. He'll play on the left. He'll start with Kai Havertz in the first game of the season. Anyway, it's a lovely day outside. I've got work to do as well. So if you liked the video, give it a like. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.